Hey everyone, welcome back to Psychiant. Today, we're diving into the world of the ISTP personality type. Those cool, hands-on problem solvers who can fix just about anything, dream up bold ideas, and carve their own path in life. If you're an ISTP, know one, or just curious about what makes this type tick, you're in for a treat. We'll be calling this ISTP Careers, from mechanics to entrepreneurs. Because these folks thrive anywhere they can tinker, think, and take charge of their own destiny. In this video, we're going to unpack what an ISTP really is, spotlight their standout strengths, explore the careers where they shine, like mechanics, software developers, and even entrepreneurs, and share some practical tips for finding the perfect job fit. Whether you plot that you're an ISTP figuring out your next move, or someone who wants to understand the crafty genius in your life, there's something here for you. It's a deep dive, so grab a coffee, settle in, and let's get rolling. If you love this kind of content, smash that like button and subscribe. It keeps this channel humming. Ready? Let's jump into the ISTP world. So, what's an ISTP all about? In the Myers-Briggs system, ISTP stands for introverted, sensing, thinking, and perceiving. Picture someone who's quiet but sharp, always observing, ready to roll up their sleeves and tackle whatever's in front of them. That's the ISTP vibe. They're introverted, meaning they recharge solo or with a tight crew. Big parties aren't their scene, but give them a project to dissect, and they're all in. Sensing keeps them grounded in the real world. They focus on what's happening now, what they can touch and see, not some far-off fantasy. Thinking drives their decisions with logic over feelings. They're the ones analyzing, not agonizing. And perceiving. That's their go-with-the-flow side. They like options, flexibility, and keeping things open-ended. Put that mix together, and you've got what S often called the crafter, or the virtuoso. ISTPs are practical to their core, fiercely independent, and wired to solve problems like it's their superpower. They're the friends who can fix your bike chain in 10 minutes flat, figure out why your phone's glitching without a manual, or rig up a makeshift shelf with stuff lying around the garage. It's not just about fixing things, it's about understanding how they work, breaking them down, and making them better. Think about everyday life. An ISTP might be the one who spots a leaky faucet, grabs a wrench, and has it sorted before you even notice. Or they're out camping, and while everyone's fumbling with the tent, they've already got it up, fire going, and a smirk that says, "What's the big deal?" They don't need a spotlight, they just do their thing, quietly crushing it. My buddy Jake's a classic ISTP. Last summer, we were stuck with a flat tire on a road trip. While I was Googling tow trucks, he was under the car, swapping it out with a spare he'd stashed, grinning like it was a puzzle he'd been waiting to solve. That's ISTP energy. Calm, capable, and always ready. What makes them tick? They crave action over talk, results over theories. They're not sitting around debating, they're doing. If something's broken, they fix it. If it's boring, they tweak it. And if it's a challenge, they're hooked. But they've got a chill side too. Pressure doesn't faze them much, and they'd rather figure things out on their own than follow someone else's playbook. That independence can make them seem mysterious, but really, they're just busy mastering whatever's caught their eye. Does this sound like you? Or maybe someone you know? Drop a comment with your favorite ISTP moment. I'd love to hear it. Let's talk about what ISTPs bring to the career table, because these folks have some serious strengths that set them apart. At their best, ISTPs are all about hands-on work. They love jobs where they can dig in, get their hands dirty, and see real, tangible outcomes. Whether it's tinkering with an engine, building something from scratch, or debugging a system, they've got this knack for making things click. It's not just about the doing, it's about mastering it, figuring out every nut and bolt until it's second nature. That ties into their love for analyzing systems. ISTPs aren't content with "it works." They want to know why it works, how it's put together, and where it could break. They're the ones taking apart a gadget just to see inside, then rebuilding it better. It's like their brain's a Swiss Army knife, always flipping through tools to find the perfect fix. And when they spot a problem, They don't mess around. They dive in with practical solutions, cutting through the fluff to get it done. No overcomplicated plans, just results. Independence is huge for them too. ISTPs thrive when they've got room to breathe, space to figure things out without someone hovering. Micromanaging. That's their kryptonite. They'd rather quit than have a boss breathing down their neck. Give them a goal and let them loose, and they'll surprise you with how fast they deliver. They're not lone wolves all the time, but they need that freedom to feel alive. Pair that with their cool-headedness under pressure, and you've got someone who can handle chaos without blinking. Perfect for jobs where things go sideways fast. Picture this: an ISTP mechanic's in the shop, elbow deep in a car engine. The client's stressed, deadline's tight, but they're calm, methodically tracking down the issue, testing parts, tweaking until it purrs. Or think of an ISTP coder, hunched over a laptop, unraveling a knot of bugs in a program, loving every second of the chase. That's where their interests lie, roles that let them use their hands, their head, and their grit all at once. They're drawn to the technical, the mechanical, the real, anything they can touch, twist, or transform. Here's a story from my friend Mia, an ISTP through and through. She's a hobbyist woodworker, and last year she built a custom desk for her brother. Didn't use a kit, just some planks, a saw, and her brain. Took her a weekend, and it's flawless, sturdy, sleek, exactly what he wanted. That's ISTP magic. They see a need, roll up their sleeves, and make it happen. No fuss. It's not about showing off. It's about the satisfaction of a job well done. So, where do ISTPs land in the career world? Let's explore some paths that fit them like a glove, starting with mechanics. This is classic ISTP territory. Cars, bikes, planes, anything with moving parts calls their name. They've got the technical chops to diagnose a rattling engine or a shaky transmission, and their problem-solving kicks in hard. It's not just turning wrenches. It's understanding the whole system, from fuel lines to gears. They love the challenge of a tough fix, the kind that stumps everyone else. Plus, the hands-on vibe and the chance to work solo or with a small crew. That's their happy place. Think about a mechanic in action. Customer rolls in, car's making a weird noise. The ISTP listens, pops the hood, and starts testing. Spark plugs, belts, fluids, narrowing it down with this quiet focus. Half an hour later, they've found a loose timing belt, tightened it up, and the car's purring again. The client's amazed, but to the ISTP, it's just another day. That mix of skill, patience, and a love for machinery makes this a go-to career. My uncle's an ISTP mechanic, and he once rebuilt a vintage motorcycle from a pile of rust. Took months, but now it's his pride and joy, proof of how they turn chaos into order. Next up, software development. This might surprise you. Coding's not all greasy hands, but it's a perfect ISTP fit. They bring logic and creativity to the table, breaking down complex programs into manageable chunks. Writing code's like building a machine. You design it, test it, tweak it until it runs smooth. ISTPs love that process, spotting a bug, chasing it down, and crushing it with a clever fix. They're not stuck on theory. They want code that works now. And the autonomy? Most dev jobs let them set their pace, dive deep, and own their projects, which is ISTP heaven. I knew an ISTP developer named Alex. He'd spend hours perfecting an app, not because he had to, but because he couldn't stand leaving it half done. Once, he built a tool to automate his team's grunt work, took a weekend, saved them weeks. That's the ISTP blend, practical smarts with a dash of ingenuity. Whether it's front-end design or back-end systems, they thrive where they can experiment and solve real problems. Then there's entrepreneurship. ISTPs have this fearless, roll-the-dice spirit that makes them natural business builders. They're not afraid to take risks, try something new, or pivot when it flops. Starting a company, maybe a repair shop, a tech startup, or even a craft brewery, lets them call the shots and shape their world. They're not big on corporate ladders. They'd rather forge their own path. That independence, paired with their knack for spotting opportunities others miss, can turn them into quiet trailblazers. Take Sarah, an ISTP I met at a market. She started a custom knife-making business, taught herself forging, built a workshop, and now sells online. She loves the freedom, the craft, and the fact that no one's telling her what to do. It's risky, sure. Sales dip, supplies run late, but she shrugs it off, tweaks her plan, and keeps going. That's the entrepreneurial ISTP, bold, adaptable, and in it for the ride. These careers, mechanic, software developer, entrepreneur, tap into what ISTPs do best: hands-on problem solving, technical mastery, and a free spirit. But they're not the only options. Think carpentry, engineering, even emergency response, anywhere they can move, think, and act on their terms. If you're an ISTP, what career's calling you? Or if you know one, what job do they rock? Share it below. I'm all ears. Finding the right career as an ISTP isn't about grabbing the first gig that sounds cool. It's about matching your unique spark to the right fit. Start with self-reflection. What gets you fired up? Maybe it's tearing apart an old radio to see how it ticks, coding a game for fun, or dreaming up a side hustle. ISTPs have this mix of skills: technical know-how, quick thinking, a love for action. So think about where those shine for you. Are you happiest with tools in hand, screens in front, or ideas in play? That's your compass. Don't just guess, dig deeper. Personality assessments can help, like the official MBTI test or free ones online. 16 personalities is a solid start. They won't tell you, be a mechanic, but they'll highlight what drives you, like autonomy or problem solving. Pair that with career quizzes. Sites like ONET or Career Explorer can match your traits to jobs you might not have considered. Talk to ISTPs in fields you're re-eyeing too. Reddit Ask got MBTI threads where they swap stories. Hearing how someone like you made it work can spark ideas. Values matter most though. ISTPs need work that feels real, not soul-crushing desk jobs or endless meetings. If you hate being boxed in, skip the 9-to-5 grind for something flexible. If you love creating, lean toward roles where you build, whether it's code, furniture, or a business. My friend Jake, the tire-fixing ISTP, tried an office job once. Lasted 3 months. Said it felt like jail. Now he's a freelance bike repair guy, and he's never been happier. That's the key. A career that fits your soul, not just your skills. Try stuff out too. ISTPs learn by doing, so tinker with a side project. Fix a car, code an app, sell something small. See what sticks. It's not about locking in forever. It's about finding what keeps you curious. And don't stress if it takes time. ISTPs are adaptable. You'll pivot when you need to. The goal's a path that's yours, not some cookie-cutter plan. Let's wrap with some workplace wisdom for ISTPs. You thrive in environments that keep you sharp. Jobs with challenges to crack, systems to master, or room to experiment. Dull routines? That's your nightmare. Seek roles with variety, fixing new problems, building fresh projects, anything that keeps your brain buzzing. If you're stuck in a slog, tweak it. Find a side task or pitch a better way. ISTPs shine when they're engaged, so chase that spark. Your independent streak's a superpower, but it can trip you up. You love flying solo, and that's great. Bosses love self-starters, but teams are tricky. Collaboration doesn't come naturally, so ease into it. Pick your battles. Share ideas when it counts, listen when it's smart, and don't sweat the small stuff. I knew an ISTP coder who'd vanish into his work, then drop genius fixes in meetings. Took time, but he learned to sync with the group without losing his edge. Find that balance. You'll stand out without selling out. Leverage your strengths too. Your cool head under fire. That's gold in emergencies. Play it up, your knack for quick fixes. Show it off when deadlines loom. Even your quiet vibe can work. People trust someone who acts, not just talks. Mia, the woodworker, once saved a client's botched order by rebuilding it overnight. Didn't brag, just delivered. That's how you win. Let your work speak. Watch the pitfalls, though. Boredom can make you check out. Fight it by asking for more meaty tasks. And that "I'll figure it out" attitude? Awesome. But don't skip asking for help if you're truly stuck. Saves time. Keep growing too. Learn a new skill, like welding or Python, to keep your edge sharp. You're built to adapt, so use it. And there you have it. ISTP Careers, from mechanics to entrepreneurs. These crafters are the hands-on heroes who fix, build, and blaze their own trails. Whether you're an ISTP plotting your next move or someone marveling at their skills, I hope this gave you a ton to chew on. They're practical, bold, and unstoppable when they're in their zone. What hit home for you? Are you an ISTP with a dream gig or got a story about one? Spill it in the comments. I read every one. If you dug this, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more MBTI goodness. Which type's next? Shout it out below. Thanks for hanging with me. You're awesome. Catch you in the next one.